Hello everyone, this is the Library Lady here at Craigsville Public Library, and we are in full swing of our summer reading program. I have enjoyed seeing everybody come out and earn tickets and prizes when they're reading, so come on out. It is not too late to sign up. You can still get in on all the fun. But our theme this summer is Plant a Seed, Read. And so we have lots of new books that have to do with plants and growing things. And this great one is called Prunella by Beth Ferry. Prunella was born with a purple thumb, which was quite a shock to her parents. They both had green thumbs and were master gardeners. They weren't quite sure what a purple thumb meant, but they were sure that Prunella would love plants. And she did. She loved cactuses and Venus flytraps and bat flowers. Instead of daisies, Prunella picked up decomposing branches. Instead of ferns, she grew fungi. I'm beginning to understand the purple thumb, her father said, steering clear of Prunella's poison ivy patch. It's fascinating, her mother agreed, studying Prunella's cobra lily. They didn't always understand Prunella's choices, but they completely understood her passion, and they fueled it. Strange and curious things soon filled Prunella's garden. Things like bladderworts, porcupine tomatoes, and corpse flowers, which made the neighborhood kids not only nervous, but nauseated. Prunella's garden pinched and poked and reeked. Ouch! Plants can't protect themselves without thorns. Ouchie, ouch! Flowers can't bloom without bees. Yuck! Plants can be carnivores too. But nothing she did made a difference, and nothing she did made her a friend. So instead, Prunella befriended the bugs and the bees and her beautiful plants and pretended the sting didn't hurt. She whispered secrets to her elephant's ears, read stories to her teddy bear Chala, and on her birthday discovered that spiders made wonderful, if not colorful, confetti. As Prunella's plants grew, so did she. And as she grew, she became more particular, more peculiar, more persnickety. But the best word to describe Prunella was prickly. You might be prickly too if your best friend was a cactus. Prunella's parents were a little concerned, but they had given her strong roots and knew she would blossom as soon as she was ready. Prunella was so busy weeding and pruning that she barely noticed her aloneness until a small boy peeked through the cactuses. Is that a pitcher plant? Shoo! And a voodoo lily? Shoo! Your skunk cabbage smells terrible. Shoo! But then he said, my Venus flytrap is sick. Prunella looked at her beloved Venus flytrap. Not eating? She asked. Not even a gnat. Bring it over, she sighed. Don't water it so much, she advised, adding some more moss. Can I see your garden? Prunella examined the boy closely. He reminded her of a weed, popping up exactly where she didn't want him. Prunella tried to say no, but instead she said, Youch! Which sounded a lot like yes. So Prunella showed the boy her witch's butter and bleeding tooth fungus. Sure, this would repel him, but it didn't, not even a smidgen. Can I bring my sister? She wants to be a mycologist. My, said Prunella, reconsidering this boy-shaped weed. She wants to study fungi? Yep, and I'm going to be a botanist. Prunella couldn't help but be impressed and, the tiniest bit, curious. She had never met anyone who liked what she liked, and it planted a seed, a tiny, hopeful, friend-shaped seed. So the budding botanist and the pig-tailed mycologist visited Prunella's garden. They brought her a awarded puffball, asked her questions, made her laugh. "Can we come back?" they asked. Prunella once again tried to say no, but instead said, "Ouch!" which could only be interpreted as a yes. So Oliver and Clem came back, and they brought a whole bouquet of botanists with them, and one very curious entomologist who said, "Your insects are sublime." Prunella couldn't stop the smile that bloomed on her face. Her parents couldn't stop smiling either. Slowly, with care and curiosity and the occasional cupcake, these small scientists wormed their way into Prunella's garden, into her greenhouse, and into her heart. And that tiny seed inside her sprouted and stretched and soared. "Can we plant this?" Oliver asked, showing her a hairy root. "Only if it has thorns," which it did. Prunella hoped it would grow into a scarlet firethorn. But it didn't. "Blackberries?" Prunella asked, holding one up. Her new friends were holding up something too. It was their thumbs, and each was stained with a deep and lovely purple, just like Prunella. The end. But if you're curious about all of the plants that the book mentioned, you can come and check the book out and learn more about these different kinds of plants. There is all kinds of information here and wonderful books. Come and see us soon. Bye.